Your gut is not just about digestion, it is your body's hidden control room. Imagine this: 70% of your immune system lives here. The strength of your defenses, the clarity of your mind, the balance of your mood, all of it begins in your gut. Every heartbeat, every thought, every ounce of energy you feel today is touched by this powerful system inside you. But here's the danger most people don't realize. When the gut is neglected, it doesn't just cause bloating or discomfort. It can ignite inflammation, weaken immunity, trigger anxiety, and even accelerate disease. Seniors across the world are waking up tired, drained, and foggy, not because of age alone, but because their gut is silently crying for help. Science now shows that the gut talks to your brain, to your heart, to your immune system, constantly sending signals that can either keep you strong or slowly break you down. And the truth is this: every bite of food, every pill, every daily choice either strengthens this hidden control room or weakens it. So I ask you, what if the key to living longer, thinking clearer, and feeling younger wasn't found in a pill bottle, but in the way you care for your gut? What if healing your gut could heal your life? Today, I'm going to reveal the 5 things you must know if you want to unlock the power of this secret system, because your future doesn't start in your head or your heart. It starts right here in your gut. Your gut and your brain are not strangers, they are lifelong partners, locked in a conversation that never stops. This dialogue is so constant, so powerful, that scientists call it the gut-brain axis. Think about that for a moment. Right now, as you sit listening, trillions of tiny microbes in your gut are sending signals through nerves, hormones, and chemical messengers directly to your brain. They are influencing the way you feel, the way you think, and even the way you act. We've always been told the brain is the master controller, but science is now proving that the gut often sends more messages to the brain than the brain sends to the gut. It's like a two-way highway where most of the traffic is flowing upward. That means your mood, your memory, even your sense of peace or anxiety, all are deeply connected to the condition of your gut. Ever felt butterflies in your stomach before a big event? Or a gut feeling when making an important decision? These are not just figures of speech. They are biological truths. Your gut produces 90% of the serotonin in your body, the very chemical that lifts your mood, helps you sleep, and keeps depression at bay. When your gut is healthy, serotonin flows freely, making you feel calm, clear, and content. But when your gut is disrupted, serotonin plummets, leaving you anxious, restless, or stuck in a fog you can't explain. Seniors in particular face this gut-brain link every day, often without realizing it. That brain fog you blame on age, that anxiety that crept up later in life, that poor sleep that leaves you drained, often these symptoms trace back not to your brain, but to your gut microbiome. A gut filled with diverse, thriving microbes sends the brain signals of resilience and clarity. A gut stripped of diversity by processed foods, sugar, or unnecessary medications sends signals of stress, fatigue, and imbalance. Let's take it deeper. Research now shows that gut microbes actually produce neurotransmitters, the same brain chemicals your neurons use. GABA, which calms the nervous system, is made in your gut. Dopamine, the reward chemical that motivates you, is influenced by gut bacteria. Even acetylcholine, which sharpens memory, has ties to your gut health. Imagine this: the tiny organisms in your intestines are like pharmacists, mixing chemicals that affect your very personality. And the consequences are profound. Studies link poor gut health to higher risks of depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's disease, and even Parkinson's disease. On the flip side, nurturing your microbiome with fiber-rich foods, fermented vegetables, or probiotic sources is like giving your brain a natural prescription for protection. Seniors who make these changes often notice lighter moods, sharper memories, and a return of mental energy they thought was lost forever. But here is the most striking discovery: the gut doesn't just influence how you feel emotionally, it can influence how you perceive the world. When your gut is inflamed, The brain interprets stress more intensely. Ordinary challenges feel overwhelming. But when your gut is balanced, your brain perceives life with more resilience. It's as though your inner lens shifts from cloudy to clear. So, what does this mean for you? It means that protecting your gut is not just about avoiding stomach trouble. It is about protecting your mind, your peace, your joy. It means every time you choose fiber over processed food, every time you add color to your plate with berries or greens, every time you reduce unnecessary antibiotics or sugar, you are literally shaping your mental destiny. Mm. And this is why I call the gut your second brain, not because it thinks in words or solves math problems, but because it governs your state of mind, your energy, your motivation. If your brain is the orchestra conductor, then your gut is the musicians who create the sound. Without harmony in the gut, the music of your life becomes distorted. With balance, it becomes symphonic. And here's the empowering truth: you are not a victim of age. You are not at the mercy of decline. You hold the power to shape your gut environment every single day. Your microbes are waiting for you to feed them, nurture them, and protect them. In return, they will gift you clarity, joy, and resilience. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, don't just ask, what do I feel like eating? Ask instead, what does my second brain need to thrive? Because every choice you make will echo far beyond your stomach. It will echo into your thoughts, your mood, your memory, and your future. There is a hidden medicine chest in nature, not in pharmacies, but in the colors, flavors, and scents of plants. Inside berries, olives, green tea leaves, cocoa beans, and countless fruits and vegetables live powerful compounds called polyphenols. These plant chemicals are not vitamins or minerals. They are the silent protectors, the guardians at work behind the scenes to heal your gut and through your gut, your entire body. Here's what makes them extraordinary. Polyphenols are not digested by you directly. Instead, they are food for your gut microbes. Think about that. When you eat blueberries, you are not just nourishing yourself, you are feeding an army of beneficial bacteria inside you. Those microbes, in turn, transform the polyphenols into healing molecules that reduce inflammation, protect blood vessels, balance blood sugar, and even guard against cancer. In other words, polyphenols don't just act alone, they activate your microbiome, turning it into a medicine factory. Now, picture this: a senior who snacks daily on colorful fruits, sips green tea, drizzles olive oil on their salad, or enjoys a small piece of dark chocolate isn't just eating delicious food, they are sending signals to their microbiome that say, grow, multiply, protect me. Within hours, their microbes respond, releasing compounds that lower harmful cholesterol, strengthen artery walls, and calm the immune system. Over time, this daily choice builds a fortress of resilience in the gut, one that radiates health across the entire body. Contrast that with the person who chooses ultra processed foods, sugary snacks, and fried meals day after day. These foods starve the microbiome, shrinking its diversity. Without polyphenols, harmful bacteria rise up, inflammation spreads, and the gut begins to leak toxins into the bloodstream. Science shows that this imbalance is linked not only to diabetes, heart disease, and obesity, but also to depression and cognitive decline. It's not just about food, it's about your future. One of the most dramatic examples comes from olive oil, rich in a polyphenol called oleuropein. In Mediterranean countries where olive oil flows daily into meals, rates of heart disease and cognitive decline are significantly lower. Why? Because oleuropein feeds microbes that in turn release compounds protecting the arteries and reducing oxidative stress. A drizzle of olive oil on your vegetables isn't just flavor, it's medicine. Then there are berries. Blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are loaded with anthocyanins, polyphenols that give them their vibrant colors. When these pigments reach your gut, microbes feast on them, producing molecules that cross into the bloodstream and travel to the brain, where they improve memory and slow down cognitive decline. Studies on seniors show that just 1 cup of blueberries a day can sharpen recall and protect against age brain fog. That's not magic, that's microbiome science at work. And yes, even dark chocolate, the kind rich in cacao, not sugar, belongs in this healing arsenal. Its polyphenols, known as flavonols, have been shown to increase beneficial bacteria while reducing harmful ones. Seniors who indulge in small amounts of high quality dark chocolate see improvements in blood flow, mood, and even skin health. It's a sweet medicine when chosen wisely. But here's where it becomes truly powerful. Polyphenols act like a gardener's fertilizer. They don't just feed one kind of microbe, they encourage diversity, the hallmark of a resilient gut. Imagine a garden. A single plant might look good, but a diverse garden filled with colors, textures, and species is far more resilient to pests and storms. Your gut is the same. A diverse microbiome means protection against disease, faster recovery from illness, and more stable energy and mood. Polyphenols are the tools that help cultivate that diversity. Seniors often ask, is it too late for me? Can I still repair my gut after years of unhealthy habits? The answer is a resounding yes. The gut is remarkably adaptive. Within days of adding polyphenol rich foods, changes begin. Within weeks, the balance shifts toward healing. Within months, the body feels lighter, stronger, more vibrant. Science shows that age does not erase the gut's ability to regenerate. What matters most is what you choose today. So here's the challenge and the opportunity. Fill your plate with color. Deep reds from strawberries, purples from blueberries, greens from spinach and kale, golden yellows from turmeric and peppers. Drink green tea, drizzle olive oil, allow your microbiome to thrive on this rainbow of plant power. Every meal is not just eating, it is a prescription for health written by nature itself. Polyphenols are not exotic. They are not locked away in expensive supplements. They are right there in your grocery store, waiting to be chosen. And when you choose them, you are not just making your gut healthier, you are giving your brain more clarity, your arteries more strength, your immune system more power, and your life more years. The truth is simple yet profound. Your gut is only as strong as what you feed it, and when you feed it the colors of nature, it responds by making you resilient, vibrant, and alive. Polyphenols are not just food, they are life fuel. Your gut doesn't just need food, it needs time. Time to rest, time to reset, and time to repair. Yet in today's world, many of us eat from the moment we wake up until the moment we go to bed. A snack here, a late night treat there, and suddenly the gut never has a chance to catch its breath. But here's the science most people don't realize. When you give your gut a fasting window, even just 12 to 14 hours overnight, you unlock one of the most powerful healing systems inside your body. Think of it as pressing the reset button. When you eat, your gut works hard breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and managing blood sugar. This constant activity produces wear and tear, just like a busy factory that never shuts down. But when you pause, when you stop feeding the machine, a miraculous process begins. The gut goes into repair mode. Damaged cells are recycled, harmful bacteria lose their grip, beneficial bacteria have a chance to flourish. Inflammation drops, the gut lining strengthens. And it's no wonder that studies show intermittent fasting improves digestion, balances hormones, lowers inflammation, and boosts immunity. But here's what makes it even more powerful. Fasting doesn't just heal the gut, it transforms the microbiome itself. When you fast, certain gut microbes that thrive on sugar and processed foods begin to weaken. At the same time, beneficial microbes, the ones linked to resilience, long life, and strong immunity, gain strength. It's as though the fasting period is a natural selection process where only the healthiest, most protective bacteria survive and multiply. This microbial shift can reduce the risk of diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and even cancer. Now, let's make it real. Imagine a senior who finishes dinner at 7 o'clock p.m. and waits until 9 o'clock a.m. the next morning to eat again. That's a 14-hour window without food. In that time, their body quietly cleans house, their blood sugar resets, their insulin levels stabilize, their gut microbes reorganize into a stronger, more balanced community. And when they wake, instead of feeling sluggish, they feel lighter, clearer, and more energized. Compare that with someone who snacks late into the night. At 11 o'clock p.m., their gut is still grinding away. Instead of repairing, it's digesting. Instead of calming, it's inflamed. Over months and years, this constant workload weakens the gut lining, increases toxic leakage into the bloodstream, and fuels fatigue, weight gain, and disease. This is why fasting windows are so important for seniors. As we age, the gut becomes more sensitive, less efficient at repair, and more vulnerable to inflammation. By giving it structured rest, you're not depriving yourself, you're gifting your body healing time. And fasting doesn't have to be extreme. You don't need to starve, you don't need to skip meals you love. It's not about suffering, it's about rhythm. Start small. Finish dinner a little earlier, skip the late night snack, and push breakfast back just a bit. Even a 12-hour overnight fast can spark results. For many, this simple shift is easier than any diet and far more powerful. But here's what truly makes fasting windows a gift for gut health. During rest, the gut increases production of short-chain fatty acids, molecules like butyrate, that strengthen the gut lining, reduce inflammation, and fuel your colon cells. These molecules are like the repair crew that comes in at night to fix the roads, patch the cracks, and keep the city running smoothly. Without fasting, the crew never gets to work. With fasting, your gut stays strong and resilient. The benefits don't stop there. Fasting improves mental clarity. When the gut resets, the brain receives fewer inflammatory signals. Seniors often report sharper focus, steadier energy, and better sleep. And because fasting reduces bloating and resets appetite hormones, many also notice they feel more comfortable, more in control, and more connected to their bodies. So the question becomes, will you let your gut rest? Or will you keep it working 24/7 until it breaks down? Remember, longevity is not just about what you eat, it's about when you eat. And when you create space, your body uses that silence to heal. Think of fasting as giving your gut the gift of stillness. Like a garden, it needs both sunlight and shade, growth and rest. Without rest, the soil becomes barren. With rest, it renews and blossoms. And here is the empowering truth. It's never too late to begin. Tonight, you can make the choice. Eat dinner, close the kitchen, let your gut breathe. Tomorrow morning, you will feel the difference. And over time, this simple practice could be the shield that guards your health for years to come. Your gut has been waiting for you to pause. When you do, it will reward you with energy, clarity, and resilience. Because sometimes the most powerful medicine is not found in what you add, but in what you withhold. Antibiotics are one of the greatest medical discoveries in history. They have saved millions of lives by fighting dangerous infections that once claimed countless people. But like any powerful tool, when misused, they can cause silent damage, not just to the infection they're targeting, but to your entire inner ecosystem. Here's what most people don't realize. Antibiotics are like a bomb dropped into your gut. They don't discriminate between good bacteria and bad. They wipe out everything in their path, leaving behind a barren landscape. Imagine a lush rainforest filled with life and diversity, birds singing, insects buzzing, trees stretching to the sky. Then picture bulldozers rolling through and flattening everything, not just the weeds, but the flowers, the fruit trees, the very soil itself. That's what repeated antibiotic use does to your microbiome. For seniors, this is especially critical. With age, the gut already loses some of its resilience. Repeated antibiotic prescriptions, often given for infections or worse for conditions that didn't require them at all, can devastate the delicate balance of microbes that protect you. Studies show that one course of antibiotics can reduce microbial diversity for months. Multiple courses, the damage can last for years, sometimes permanently. And when the good microbes vanish, harmful ones move in. Opportunistic bacteria, yeast, and fungi seize the chance to dominate. The result is not just digestive upset, diarrhea, bloating, or cramping. The ripple effect spreads across the body. Your immune system weakens, making it harder to fight future infections. Inflammation rises, fueling chronic diseases. The gut lining becomes more permeable, allowing toxins to leak into the bloodstream, a phenomenon scientists call leaky gut. Over time, this can contribute to autoimmune conditions, metabolic disorders, even cognitive decline. Um, but the danger goes beyond physical health. Remember the gut brain axis? When antibiotics disrupt your microbiome, they disrupt your mood, your clarity, and your resilience. Seniors often describe feeling foggy, anxious, or not themselves after antibiotic use. That's not coincidence, that's biology. Without beneficial microbes producing serotonin, dopamine, and calming neurotransmitters, the brain is left in imbalance. Does this mean antibiotics are bad? Absolutely not. When used correctly for life threatening infections, pneumonia, sepsis, or surgical protection, they are life saving. The key is wisdom. The danger lies in overuse. Too often, antibiotics are prescribed for viral infections where they do nothing at all. Too often, people demand them for a sore throat, a cough, or a cold when rest and time would have healed naturally. So, what can seniors do? The first step is awareness. When a doctor recommends antibiotics, ask, is this truly necessary? If it is, take them as prescribed, but never longer than needed. If not, protect your gut by avoiding unnecessary exposure. The second step is rebuilding. After antibiotics, your microbiome needs help. Probiotic rich foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso reintroduce beneficial bacteria. These living microbes repopulate the gut, filling the empty spaces left behind. Pair them with prebiotic foods, garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, which act as fertilizer for those probiotics, helping them grow and thrive. And it's not enough to plant seeds, you must also water them. And third, add polyphenols and fiber. These compounds, found in colorful fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains, give the microbiome the resources it needs to rebuild diversity. Over weeks and months, the barren landscape becomes a thriving forest once again. But here's the inspiring truth: the gut is resilient. Even after devastation, it can recover. Seniors who consciously rebuild after antibiotics often find not just better digestion, but stronger immunity, calmer moods, and renewed vitality. It's as if the body rewards the effort with a second chance. There is also a bigger picture. Every unnecessary antibiotic taken contributes to antibiotic resistance, a growing global threat where bacteria learn to outsmart our medicines. Protecting your gut also protects the future, ensuring that these life saving drugs remain effective when they are truly needed. So the choice is yours. Will you allow antibiotics to be used carelessly, leaving scars on your inner ecosystem? Or will you stand guard, using them only when essential and giving your gut the love it needs to recover? Remember this: your gut is not just a victim of antibiotics, it is a survivor. It is waiting for you to restore it, to feed it, to care for it. And when you do, it will repay you with stronger immunity, sharper clarity, and deeper resilience. The gut is not fragile, it is powerful. But like any garden, it cannot withstand repeated bulldozing without care. Protect it, and it will protect you. Rebuild it, and it will rebuild you. Antibiotics may fight disease, but your microbiome fights for life itself. Guard it well, because your future depends on it. When most people think of exercise, they picture stronger muscles, healthier hearts, and leaner bodies. But here's what almost no one talks about: movement also feeds your gut. Every step you take, every stretch you hold, every gentle walk after dinner doesn't just strengthen your body, it transforms the invisible community living inside you. Scientists now know that exercise is one of the most powerful ways to diversify the microbiome, and diversity is the key. A gut filled with many different types of beneficial bacteria is like a vibrant, thriving city. Every species plays its role, digesting fiber, producing vitamins, calming inflammation, defending against invaders. The more diverse your gut, the stronger and more resilient you become. Now imagine the opposite. A microbiome stripped of diversity is like a ghost town with only a few players left behind. That's when harmful bacteria rise up, inflammation spreads, and disease takes root. Exercise flips that script. It invites more species into the gut, creating balance and protection. Um, Here's the science. When you move, your circulation improves. More oxygen reaches the gut. Your intestines contract and relax more efficiently, which stimulates the growth of beneficial microbes. Exercise also changes your hormones, lowering stress signals that harm the microbiome and raising levels of compounds that encourage microbial growth. Studies show that even gentle walking increases the production of short chain fatty acids, healing molecules made by microbes that strengthen the gut lining, reduce inflammation, and even protect against colon cancer. And the beauty is this: you don't need to be an athlete to see results. Seniors who take daily walks, practice Tai Chi, swim gently, or even do light stretching all experience measurable improvements in their microbiome. One study found that just 6 weeks of regular movement increased microbial diversity more than diet alone. Think about that. Your microbiome listens not only to what you eat, but to how you move. Movement also acts as a signal of life. When you're active, your gut senses it. Beneficial microbes flourish, sending back chemical signals that improve metabolism, sharpen brain function, and boost immunity. It becomes a cycle. The more you move, the stronger your gut. The stronger your gut, the more energy you feel, and the more energy you feel, the more you want to move. Let's make it real. Picture two seniors. The first spends most of the day sitting, moving little, feeling tired and sluggish. Over time, their gut loses diversity, digestion slows, and inflammation builds. This fuels more fatigue, more pain, more disease. Now picture the second. They take a 20-minute walk in the morning sun, stretch in the afternoon, and stroll after dinner. Their gut responds like a blooming garden filled with protective microbes. They digest more smoothly, fight off illness more effectively, and carry a lightness that shines in their steps and their smile. The difference is not age, it is movement. But movement does more than protect the gut. It works through the gut to protect the entire body. Studies show that exercise driven changes in the microbiome reduce risks of obesity, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and heart disease. How? Because those short chain fatty acids produced by active guts travel through the bloodstream, calming inflammation in the brain, stabilizing blood sugar, and repairing blood vessels. Your gut doesn't just stay in your belly, its influence echoes in every cell of your body. And here's something extraordinary: the gut microbiome can remember your movement. Just like muscles adapt to exercise, microbes adapt to your activity level. Seniors who maintain regular activity cultivate a microbiome that is more efficient, more resilient, and more protective. Even if illness or injury forces a pause, that memory helps recovery come faster. Your microbes are, in a sense, your partners in motion. So here's the challenge: don't see exercise as punishment or obligation, see it as nourishment, not just for your body, but for your gut. Walk with purpose, knowing each step is feeding microscopic allies who work day and night to keep you alive. Stretch with gratitude, knowing you're giving your microbes the environment they need to thrive. Move, not just for strength, but for life itself. Because here's the truth: your gut listens to your every choice. It listens when you eat, it listens when you rest, and yes, it listens when you move. The more you move, the more it comes alive. And when your gut comes alive, so do you. Your gut is more than an organ, it is your body's hidden command center, the home of your immunity, the fuel line of your energy, the foundation of your memory, your mood, and your resilience. For too long, many have treated it as an afterthought, something that only matters when it rumbles or aches. But science is clear. The gut is the doorway to your future. Every day, you are casting votes for the kind of life you will live tomorrow. With every meal, with every step, with every choice, you are either cultivating strength or sowing weakness. The question is simple. Are you feeding weeds or are you growing flowers? When you honor the gut brain connection, you sharpen your mind and lift your spirit. When you nourish your microbes with polyphenols, you fuel a pharmacy inside you that no pill can replicate. When you allow your gut to rest through fasting, you give it the power to repair and reset. When you protect it from unnecessary antibiotics, you preserve the very ecosystem that guards your life. And when you move your body, even gently, you awaken your microbiome and ignite vitality in every cell. This is not theory. This is not wishful thinking. This is science made simple, proven in labs, confirmed in studies, and seen in lives transformed. Seniors who once felt tired, anxious, and foggy discover clarity, energy, and joy simply by tending to this inner garden. It is not about perfection, it is about direction, small daily steps that compound into extraordinary change. So let me ask you, what will you choose? Will you keep living on autopilot, letting convenience and neglect erode your gut, and with it your immunity, your energy, and your joy? Or will you take charge, feeding the invisible allies inside you who are waiting to serve, protect, and heal you? The power is in your hands, the food on your plate, the rhythm of your day, the way you move, the way you rest, the way you care for yourself. None of it is too small. None of it is wasted. Your microbiome notices every choice and it responds. You may think, but I'm too old. The damage is already done. No, the gut has an incredible ability to regenerate at any age. In days, it begins to shift. In weeks, it grows stronger. In months, it transforms. Age is not your enemy. Neglect is. And attention, even now, is your greatest ally. Your gut is your body's garden. You are the gardener. Each day you decide what will grow. Will you nurture weeds of disease or cultivate flowers of vitality? Will you plant resilience, diversity, and strength, or will you leave the soil barren? The harvest is your future. And here is the truth that should stir you to action. When you heal your gut, you are not just healing your digestion, you are healing your life. You are protecting your heart, your brain, your immune system. You are rewriting your story, adding years not just to your life, but life to your years. So I say to you now, protect it and it will protect you. Heal it and it will heal you. Care for it and it will reward you with clarity, resilience, and energy. Your future is not written in stone. It is written in the choices you make each day. And the secret to a longer, stronger, more vibrant life may very well begin in your gut.